Hello everyone, welcome to CAIIB English Medium. This side CRT and I hope your preparations for upcoming exams has been started. If not yet, then do subscribe to this channel because this channel provides you all these strategies, plannings, relevant sessions like this particular session in which we are discussing a number of questions related to your upcoming exams. And this session is all about your ABFM and all other subjects also. These type of sessions are available. You can use that sessions for revision of your CAIIB. But remember, not only these sessions, but along with this, we need to understand the concepts also. Okay, so I request to clear your concepts first, then try to enroll in these or use this as your revision, as your support. Chaliye, so without wasting any time, let's start with the first question. Your first question is, which of the following correctly matches the type of control with its characteristics and application? Option A, feedback control, in which sub-option is this control is used after the activity has been completed. In this second, it analyzes the results to identify any deviations from the expected outcome. This is what feedback control is. B, proactive control. This control takes place before the activity begins with an emphasis on planning and anticipation of future problems. Second, corrective actions are based on forecasting and risk assessment to prevent potential issues. C, concurrent control. This type of control is applied during the process as the activity is ongoing. It allows for real-time corrective actions, enabling adjustments while the task is being carried out. So here are few options, okay? But we need to choose out of this. Option A says only A part is correct, means only this feedback control point is correct along with the sub-points. Option B says only B and C are correct, which means proactive control and that definition. C, concurrent control and that definition is only correct. Or C, all of A, B and C are correct. In that third option, they are saying feedback option is also correct, proactive option is also correct, concurrent control option is also correct. And last D says only A and C are correct, which means they are saying that only feedback control and concurrent control are correct. Chaliye, so tell me, which option is your correct option? All these three are saying the correct thing, or we need to identify that which is correct and which is wrong. So this question is from your unit 6, controlling. You know when and why we use this controlling? Because when we want to start any business now, before starting only we prepare some estimations, we prepare some blueprints, correct? We plan some type of objectives, some goals, correct? After that only we start implementing that. So we have two main things. First is your standards, that your estimates that you prepared in your planning phase, that you prepared blueprint. But when you actually implement it, when you start doing your business, in that scenario, you are going to see the actual outcome. So controlling helps us to control if you see any deviation in your planning, that is your estimation, as compared to your actual scenario. So control helps to control all these type of deviations. Okay, so in this, we have 3 types of deviations under controlling unit. First is your feedback control. Second is your proactive control. Third is your concurrent control. Feedback control says you control after completion of the work. Means after your activity has been completed. Whenever we visit any restaurant, after completing our meal, they give the bill. Along with that, they pass one feedback form also, correct? So they can find out they need to control any particular activity. So with that, they take feedback from us. That feedback is same feedback control. Correct? Chaliye. Next is your proactive control. Now, proactive control means before starting only, we are taking few actions. How we are going to take few actions? Because we have the knowledge from our past experiences. Means before the activity begins, we are using the control method, planning anticipation of future problems. And how we are going to anticipate all these things? With the help of our past performance. That is what your proactive control. Third is your concurrent control. These type of controls are controlling when you are actually doing the process. So mainly we have these three type of controls, and if you read each of the definitions, they are true, they are correct. Like concurrent control, real-time corrective actions. You are doing it, and on that process, if you find any default, instantly you are going to, you can say, correct it. That is what concurrent control. So with this, you can say option C, A, B, C are correct. Okay? Chaliye, I hope you understood that why third option is correct. Now, next format we are going to see in this, match the following. Topic, break-even analysis, PERT and CPM, business continuity process. What are the particulars we have? Modern technique, traditional technique, control technique. And remember one thing, this is your without option question. In this, we need to write it. That which means what is the correct scenario, which is actually correct topic and particulars. So under the controlling now, we have so many different types of methods also. One is your, we can say traditional method. Next we have modern method. So under our traditional method, we talk about break-even analysis. Under your modern technique, we talk about PERT and CPM. And if you see the business continuity process, this is your control technique. So what is the correct answer? First B, second A, third C. This is your correct answer. Chaliye. Next question. Which of the following is true about risk and uncertainty in capital budgeting decisions? A, risk and uncertainty have no impact on capital budgeting decisions. B, risk and uncertainty can be eliminated from capital budgeting decisions. C, risk and uncertainty must be considered and adjusted for in capital budgeting decisions. D, risk and uncertainty are only relevant in short-term capital budgeting decisions. So under the capital budgeting decisions, what actually we do and what decisions we make? We make the decisions for our future. Okay? That which project we need to accept, which project we need to reject. So while selecting that projects, we need to consider few important points also. What are those points? Like what are the risks you are going to see in the future? So you can somehow calculate the risk portion, but you cannot calculate totally the uncertainty portion. Situations which are uncertain cannot be identified, cannot be correct. But on the other hand, if we talk about the risk, we have few options, we have few methods through which you can estimate that this much risk we can see in this particular project. So when we talk about capital budgeting decisions, whatever projects we are going to select it, firstly we need to understand that what are the risk and uncertainty that we can see. Remember one thing, your risk and uncertainty is not only relevant for a short-term capital budgeting. No. If you see the option A, risk and uncertainty, no impact on capital budgeting decisions, then why we are calculating the future options? Why we are doing the comparisons between different options of the project? because we want that whatever we can say risk is there, or whatever the uncertainty is present, let's calculate today itself so that we can at least take proper actions to control it. Hai? So that is the reason the first option is also wrong. If you see the second, risk and uncertainty can be eliminated from capital budgeting decisions. No one can eliminate risk and uncertainty. No one. No one can do that. Okay, chali. Next is your risk and uncertainty must be considered and adjusted for capital budgeting decision, and that is true. Though risk you can calculate with so many methods, uncertainty no one can calculate it, but then also we need to do some adjustments. That is what the correct answer. So the correct answer of this question is your option C. Chaliye, next. A company manufactures and sells a product with the following details. Fixed cost 1 lakh, variable cost per unit 50, selling price per unit 100. We need to calculate the break-even point in units. In this, we need to calculate the break-even point. What is the formula for break-even point? Formula is fixed cost divided by selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit. Can you tell me what we get if we subtract selling price minus variable cost? What we get if we subtract selling price minus variable cost? Can anyone tell me? We get contribution. We get contribution. Hai? Chaliye. So with this, let's calculate break-even point. So fixed cost is your 1 lakh. Selling price per unit is your 100. Variable cost per unit is your 50. So 1 lakh divided by 50. And remember, again, this is your without option question. Correct answer is your 2000 units. Your break-even point in units is your 2000. And what is the meaning of break-even? Break-even point is that point in which you are not going to incur any profit or any loss. That is what your break-even point is. Okay, chaliye. Next. The act of bringing together the facilities and the persons necessary for collecting and processing information that is required by the top management is referred to as A. PERT, P-E-R-T, B. CPM, C. Analysis of ratios, D. Management information system. So if you read again this paragraph, now they are saying that we are collecting and processing information that is required by your top management, and the person who is bringing together all the required information to the top level management, we call that person, or we call that act as management information system. Okay, so the correct answer is your option D. See, these are your theory. Okay, so remember, module A and module D, if you talk about module A and D, these are very important modules of your ABFM, and in that, main thing is your theory. Main part, main weightage is your theory. Chaliye, let's see the next question. Now, which one of the following sentence does not fail to emphasize the connection between planning and controlling? In this, we need to find out that which option is giving the connection between your planning and controlling. As we know that whenever we talk about the management process, the first step is your planning and your last step is your controlling. But only one time we need to do this? The answer is no. This is a continuous process. Okay, so this is what we can give the relation between planning and controlling. Let's see what are the options. A says the managerial tasks of planning and controlling are often seen to be separate. B, planning without control is pointless, while controlling without planning is an exercise in futility. C, controlling is an evaluative process, whereas planning is a prescriptive one. Both the planning and controlling process are intertwined and mutually rely on one another. So, which option describes the perfect connection or best description between the connection, planning and controlling? If you read again, you are going to say that the best and better option is your option D. I'm sorry, option A. The correct answer is your option D. Okay, please remember your correct answer is your option D. First one is your incomplete answer. Okay, the managerial task of planning and controlling are often seen to be separated. Though you can see it separate, but they both belongs to each other. Okay, they both mutually rely on each other. Whatever you planned, after the actual, you are going to compare it, na? Whatever planning you made for the upcoming project, and after the actual calculations or valuations, then only you are going to evaluate it and you say that which control you need to apply. So both are actually rely on each other. So the correct answer is your option D. Chali, next. An investment of 1,50,000 is expected to yield cash flows of 50,000 at the end of year 1, 60,000 at the end of year 2, and 80,000 at the end of year 3. If the discount rate is 12%, we need to calculate the profitability index. So how we are going to calculate profitability index? We need to use the formula. Can anyone tell me what is the formula of profitability index? Formula is sum of discounted cash flow divided by initial cash flow, correct? So with this, if you prepare 1, 2, 3, what are the cash flows? For year 1, we have 50,000. For year 2, we have 60,000. For year 3, we have 80,000. And what is the present value given to us? That is 12%. First year present value factor is 0.893. Second year is 0.797. For the third year is, so what is your present value of cash flow? 50,000 into 0.893, that is 44,650. 60,000 into 0.797, that is 47,820. 80,000 into 0.712, that is your 56,960. If you add all the amounts, then the total is your 149,430. So if you use this given data, 149,430 divided by, what is your initial investment? That is your 1,50,000. So if you solve this, 149,430 divided by 1,50,000, that is your 0.99. Correct? So as you can see, the nearest answer is your 1%. Because if you do the rounding off, you are going to get the 1. So the correct answer is your option B. Okay, correct answer is your option B. Chaliye. If you want to know more detailed concept, so how you can clear that your concept, you can visit to Adda 24/7. In that you can see we have the CAIIB November 2024 section. In that we have CAIIB Mahapack 2.0 crash courses based bilingual and English also. So this is your perfect batch if you want to clear your CAIIB in your first attempt, because we are providing you 200 hours of online live classes, 144 test series and 150 ebooks. These are the few benefits that you are going to get in this crash course. Okay? But right now you can see that the amount is 19,599. So if you want to enroll in this, you can use this coupon code Y895. As soon as you apply this, you are going to get the maximum discount of 77% off. Use this discount and get 15,091 amount off on your subtotal amount. And only you need to pay is 4,507. Enroll in this batches fast so that you can clear your concepts, and after clearing that concepts, you can use the YT series, that YouTube series, especially that we are conducting daily, for more clarifications, more revisions. Chaliye. So with this, let's wind up this session. Thank you for joining, and if you like this session, do like it, share to your friends and colleagues, and subscribe to this particular channel. Thank you, everyone.